6:52. I'm assuming we're both going to go live in about 3 or 4 minutes. I don't know, a minute or two. Yeah. What's that? Can you hear me okay? Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the National Soccer Network for tonight's United Women's Soccer Great Lakes Conference matchup. Is the homestanding Flint City AFC taking on in-state rival the Michigan Jaguars. I'm Dan Stickrad, the Director of News at the National Soccer Network. Glad to be along for the ride here tonight at historic Atwood Stadium on the campus of Kettering University. We're less than a mile northwest of downtown Flint, Michigan, where Flint City AFC and their male counterparts, Flint City Bucks, play most of their home games. It's been a great season thus far for Flint City AFC. They are atop the table in the Great Lakes Conference, not scored upon so far after two starts, 2-0-0, pair of shutouts and a 10-0 scoring edge. They're coming off a 7-0 victory here on Wednesday. That game was played down at Schoolcraft College. They defeated Troy City WFC 7-0. So they're looking to add to their winning ways here to start the 2025 campaign. The Michigan Jaguars out of Novi, Michigan. They've only played one game, but they were successful 1-0-0. They had 5 goals scored, 2 against thus far here in 2025. See, the referees are prepping for this game, but we'll be back here after a brief short message for the opening kickoff, national anthem, and more here on the National Soccer Network.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wangler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
Welcome back to the Legacy Center in Brighton, Michigan. Teams are lining up for the national anthem.
Well, welcome back to the National Soccer Network. Here in this beautiful, hot and humid Saturday evening near downtown Flint, Michigan. Finally, some weather cooperating across our beautiful state of Michigan, as well as the entire Midwest and most of the country. Clear blue skies here in downtown Flint, Michigan. So we're just moments away from kickoff here in this United Women's Soccer Great Lakes Conference Showdown. In-state rivals Flint City AFC, Michigan Jaguars set to kick off here after the national anthem.
Flint City AFC.
75 degrees here, just minutes away from kickoff.
Number 9, Danielle Bobowski.
This is the first time these two teams have met at the amateur level. Flint City AFC spent the last 4 years competing in the USLW League, while the Michigan Jaguars have been in UWS here for the last 5 seasons. Jags got to the national semifinals 2 years ago in 2023.
Number 16, Charlotte McMurtry. Number 6, Chloe
Jaguars
Robert.
again 1-0-0 on the 2025 campaign. They defeated Cap City Athletic 5-2 here 2 weeks ago. Have not played since that match. Flint City AFC has had 2 matches here in the last 9 days. 2-0-0 overall. They have not conceded a goal yet this season. Flint City 6 total points in the Great Lakes Conference. They're atop the table. The Michigan Jaguars and Legends SC are both 1-0-0. For 3 points, Troy City WFC also has 3 points, as Troy is 1-1 on the season. FC Pontiac has not played a game yet. They will kick off here this weekend. Michigan Stars are 0-1, and Cap City Athletic is 0-3-0 in the 17 Great Lakes Conference. We'll step aside here for the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ah, yes, the voice of Letitia Martin, bowling away the national anthem since the Flint City Bucks moved to Flint in 2019, and Flint City ASC joined the fold In 2021, Ms. Martin has sung the national anthem hundreds of times here at Atwood Stadium in Flint, Michigan. So both teams are getting ready here to kick off. Now 7:09 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to introduce
Here on the National Soccer Network, over 60 games in close to 40 states. Across our platform on this day alone, as our numbers have steadily increased here over the last month. United Women's Soccer, USL League 2, USLW League, Midwest Premier League, the League for Clubs, Women's Premier Soccer League, and so much more, from coast to coast and everywhere in between. But tonight we're in Flint, Michigan. United Women's Soccer. Here on the National Soccer Network, a pair of undefeated teams here early in the 2025 campaign.
And as an assistant coach at Xavier University, Carrie obtained her
This Costa Batista, the president of both Flint squads. To your right of your screen,
where she played on the first ever varsity soccer team at Michigan.
having a quick conversation, but we'll step aside one last time to kick off of this Flint City AFC Michigan Jaguars match. We'll be back right after these brief messages.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Welcome back to the National Soccer Network. Just got underway here momentarily. 30 seconds ago. So the Michigan Jaguars, the visitors, wearing their white and green kits. They're going right to left on your screen. Flint City AFC, wearing the red kits with white and yellow trim. They'll be going left to right here in the first half at historic Atwood Stadium. Here, undefeated teams squaring off here. You look up and down these rosters, a who's who in women's and girls soccer across Michigan. A multitude of players excelling at NCAA Division I and Division II colleges. Some of these players are still in high school or just graduated. A lot of these players excelled at the ECNL and Girls Academy level. Some of these players play for some very good high school programs as well. All that means is this should be a great matchup between two of the best teams in this league to start the 2025 campaign. Once again, Dan Stickrad, the Director of News, along for the ride solo style here tonight at Atwood Stadium. The Michigan Jaguars sent it in on the throw-in just about 2 minutes into the game. No shot attempts.
That's a goal for DCFC. Number 27 looks like.
Flint is trying to get it out of their end of the field.
Shot saved by Smith. Not much you can do there. Position for that rebound.
And a throw-in coming up for Flint City.
Nice patience there by DCFC too. Saved by Smith.
Ball bouncing around back and forth. Jags throw-in here on the near side. That's Allie Wold, number 47. She plays for Eastern Michigan University.
DCFC 2 really leading 1-0 here. The Legacy Center in Brighton, Michigan.
Well, third minute, the Michigan Jaguars putting a lot of pressure on that back line of Flint City AFC. As the officials flip it back on the throw-in to Flint City. Jaguars on the move on the near side, slotted through traffic. No one gets a foot on that cross from either side. Flint City looks to clear it. The first 3 minutes, the Jags have had the ball most of those minutes. Now Flint City finally getting ball downfield.
Offside, Flint City.
The offside flag did go up on that counterattack. Free kick coming up for the Michigan Jaguars near midfield. First offside of the game for either team. We're now in the 4th minute. Flint City scoops up that through ball, trying to play it off their back line. There's a shot from distance.
Fans, the concession station is open for business.
Wide of target. So first shot of the game for the Michigan Jaguars.
And Luigi's Thin Crust Gourmet Pizza, along with popcorn, chips, and tasty hot dogs.
Now Flint City on the move, looking the counter. Ball sent over to the near side. Slotted back in the middle. It was Ellie Phillips who slotted that pass in the middle. The Jags were able to clear it out of bounds, so throw in deep in Jags territory coming up for Flint City.
For all of your printing needs.
Number 9, Daniel Babowski, who will be a senior in the fall at Flint Powers Catholic. This is where Powers Catholic plays its high school games for soccer, football, and lacrosse. Babowski played her freshman year at Powers Catholic, but she's been with the Michigan Hawks youth system in the ECNL here the last couple of school years. There's a ball slided into the box. So Flint City starting to put a little pressure on the Jaguars back line. Sixth minute now here in the National Soccer Network.
Shout out to Detroit Metro's terrific sponsors.
The Jags able to clear it out to midfield, but intercepted by the Flint City as they look to build out of the back once again. Ball sent down on that far side. A little bit of space sent back into the goal box area. That ball bounces out of harm's way. Goal kick coming up for the Michigan Jags. Looks like Peyton, the long champ, in goal for the Michigan Jaguars. The long champ should be a sophomore at the University of Findlay, an NCAA Division II school. She set all kinds of season and career goalkeeping records at Pinckney High School, where she's a three-time All-State goalkeeper. We have an injury. Timeout right at midfield. That's a Flint City player down on the turf.
Dover and Company is committed to being the premier provider of quality garage doors and windows.
Looks like Charlotte McCurdy. She's a Purdue University commit, attends Ann Arbor Green Hills High School. Stand out with the Michigan Hawks at the ECNL level. Back up on her feet. She walks over towards the bench to get a dress, but ball back in play. So Flint City AFC here in the 8th minute makes a substitution. That is number 10. No number 10 listed on the active roster here today.
Flint City.
Leading the match, 16, Charlotte McMurtry. Stepping onto the pitch, number 10, Dina Jeffers.
Players get tangled up here on the near side. 9th minute, the Michigan Jags have a 1-0 shot advantage. The only offensive stat of this game, that shot was wide left to target. Flint City does have one offside called against them. The Jags earned yet another throw in deep in their own territory. So Abby Wold, number 47, sends it back into the play. Intercepted by Flint. So long ball slotted in the box. The long champ there to scoop up that loose ball.
Possession back. CFC with a shot.
10th minute, and both teams kind of trading off possession. Not a lot of chances so far, just one shot in this game. Both teams are more in that filling out period, seeing what each side has on the field. Flint AFC works it on that far side. Getting a lot of players touches in this attack. Switches fields over to the near side, over to Babowski, number 9. Slow rolling shot intercepted by a defender. Now the Jags will look to counter. That long cross here to the near side rolls out of bounds. Should set up Flint City with a throw-in. Sends it intercepted by the Michigan Jaguars.
Ross can't get it.
There's a shot by Wold. Wold kind of snuck through traffic. That shot was turned aside. And now Flint City picks up the steal, sends it long down the middle of the park. No one there to corral the loose balls. Michigan Jaguars intercept, and they're building. Once again, we're now in the 12th minute. No score here in the National Soccer Network. Flint City AFC. The Michigan Jaguars, two undefeated teams. They've combined for a 15-2 scoring edge between these two sides. Jags players tripped up.
Henry Ford Genesis Health Club is dedicated to providing a life-changing health and wellness experience for people of all ages. Henry Ford Genesis Health Club. Get in, get fit, get the most out of life.
Squeeze that in there. Not that one bad. Christian Hughes with replay.
So we just got word up here in the press box. Number 10 for Flint City AFC is Edina Peters, who was subbed in after that injury. Now the Jags intercept in the box. The shot just wide of target. Flint City flirting with disaster, turning the ball over in the box. When the Jags had numbers that shot wide of target, 3-1 in total shots for the Jaguars, so they're buzzing here in the 13th minute. Unable to put something on frame on that attempt, but that could have been a dangerous opportunity for Flint City, coughing the ball up in their own box. So free kick just inside midfield for the Michigan Jaguars. Wold beats her defender on the near side. Number 13, Amber Weaver. Flint City shields that ball. It rolls out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Flint City. It's a shot from distance, and that is in the back of the net. Fourteenth minute. From close to 30 yards out. So take a look at that replay. Wold sends it in.
All the way back.
Looked like number 41, Mia Lanny, there to send it home. Fourth shot of the night for the Michigan Jaguars, second on frame. Jags up 1-0 here on that 14th minute goal.
Right into his hands. Last apology for not having names.
Now 15th minute.
Hard to get those with.
Jaguars goal scored by number 41, Mia Lanny.
Well, the Michigan Jaguars putting a lot of pressure on that back line. They forced a trio of steals here in the last few minutes. That third pass intercepted was sent into the middle of the park. The Jaguars depositing that ball in the back of the net for a 1-0 advantage.
7 with it. Slash number 11. Control it. And
That ball goes out of bounds on the near side. Throwing coming up for the Jaguars. 16th minute. Michigan Jags up 1-0. Jags are coached by Hassan Daoud. And Flint City ASC is coached by Michelle Krzyzniak. That goal by the Michigan Jaguars was the first goal that Flint City AFC has conceded here in the 2025 campaign. There's a shot well over the crossbar for Flint City. Just their second shot of the evening. Both of those shots are off target.
Hosted by Flint City AFC, Flint Style Soccer, and the University of Michigan Flint Women's Soccer.
Been the long champ.
The clinic will provide
And our defenders have held firm so far in this game. 17th minute now. Jaguars building off their back line, getting it over midfield. The ball rolls harmlessly out of bounds. Lebowski sends it back in. Jaguars sent it long, intercepted by Flint City near midfield. Flint City down in a 1-0 hole. There's a foul. Just a second against the Michigan Jaguars. They look to counter. Long ball served over to Dina Peters. Number 10 is set into the box. The long champ is there to scoop up that cross here in the 18th minute. Now Flint City again, moving the ball inside the box on the near side. Reese Canada sends it in to the box. The ball goes out of bounds, deflecting off a teammate. Goal kick coming out for the Michigan Jaguars. That goal kick sent long out near to midfield. Flint City able to pick off that goal kick on that far side. Sent down to Peters along the flank. She's looking for some space, trying to get into the box. Runs out of real estate. So Jags intercepted that momentarily. The ball goes out of bounds for a throw-in. Now Canada just outside the box on the far side. Little one-touch soccer there, but the ball goes out of bounds here in the 20th minute. Flint City sends it into the box one last time here. Cleared quickly by the Jaguars. Jaguars more of a bend but don't break defense. Here in the last 3 minutes, Flint City is starting to flood the final third of the field, unsuccessful putting anything on goal. Now 21st minute. Flint City sends it long on that near side. Intercept by the Jags. Now they're looking to counter up the middle. Ball bouncing around like a ping pong ball back and forth between players on both teams. Oh, Flint will opt to pull it back and send it back to their center backs. Cleared long down that center of the park. Addie Fife giving chase. Now over to Peters inside the box. Reese Canada, she was knocked down trying to collect the ball. The Jaguars escaped danger on that attack. Now Canada once again trying to thread the needle. She beats a pair of defenders, then inside the box. She falls down. Throw it on that far side by Flint City AFC. 23rd minute now, just crossed over. Michigan Jaguars up 1-0, courtesy of a 14th minute goal. Flint City AFC has been attacking in ways here for the last 4 minutes, unsuccessful to try to level this game up. They've only had a pair of shots. Couple of balls sent into that goal crease, just unable to put anything on target. As the Jags have a 4-2 shots advantage and 2-0 with shots on frame. No corner kicks for either team thus far. So the Michigan Jaguars are looking to counter. Intercepted along that back line by Brooklyn Shoemaker. University of Cincinnati commit. She sends it ball long down this near side.
Offside, Flint City.
A bit too long, it rolls out of bounds. Throw in for the Michigan Jaguars deep in their own territory. So we cross into the 24th minute of this 45-minute first half.
Leading the pitch, 53, Maggie Van Wagner. Entering the game, number 2, Andy Jones.
Jags look to be patient. There's a collision just inside that midfield circle. Free kick coming up for the Jags. They'll look to play it back to their center backs. Bill from the back once again. Now Flint City AFC on the counterattack off the steal. Ball slotted through traffic. Dina Peters giving chase, but the long champ was there to scoop up that loose ball. Flint City AFC trying to pull one back. Down 1-0 here in the 24th minute. Starting to get a little more aggressive. Starting to slot the ball up the middle and down the flanks. Trying to get that equalizer. That's Reese Canada, the University of Notre Dame commit. Knocked to the ground. Free kick just inside midfield for Flint City. That's Ellie Phillips, bring the ball up on that near side. She's trying to find some space, knocked over. The Jags turn over now, they send it down to that far side. Trying to protect that 1-0 advantage.
Start watching today. First minute, TCFC 2.
Intercepted by Wold, number 47 for the Jags. Now they look to build, send it back to Wold on the near side. The 25th minute, getting ready to cross into the 26th. Jaguars up the move. There's a long pass down the middle. Yolani gave chase, turned it over temporarily. Now the Jags are back on the move once again. It's been a game where One side attacks for 3 or 4 minutes, then the other side counters and keeps the ball down on the opposite end of the field for 3 or 4 minutes. This Jaguars only side to put one up on the board here.
Michigan Jaguars
In the 14th, we're now in the 26th minute.
Leading the pitch, 55, Kate Carrico. Entering the match, number 39, Hinana Takashima.
Number 7 is in for Flint City AFC. Again, no number 7 listed on today's active roster.
Flint City substitution. Leading the pitch, number
Kind of commonplace here in the amateur and pre-professional sides across the country as the jerseys and the roster submitted here an hour or two before game time don't align. The ball bounced around near midfield. 27th minute now. Flint City playing out the back. That's Brooklyn Shoemaker sending it along that far side. Her long pass intercepted. So Michigan Jaguars look to counter once again. Now Flint City back on the move. That's Chloe Trotter, number 6, sliding the ball over. Sent long out of that backfield to the far side. So a player from each team gives chase. Ball out of bounds. Flint City with a throw in about 40 yards out. Trailing 1-0 here in the 28th.
Jimmy John's freaky fast makes it freaky fresh.
As quick as they have possession, turned over, throw it now for the Michigan Jaguars. Up 1-0. Now Flint City intercepts. They send it over to the near side. Long serve into the box. The long champ there to scoop up that cross. So Flint City AFC came into tonight's match a 10-0 scoring edge. The Michigan Jaguars a 5-2 scoring edge. Jags putting one on the board here about 15 minutes ago as they look to counter on that far side. Now Flint City sends it long. Peters giving chase. The long chance scoops that ball up. Jaguars looking to send it over to that far side. 30th minute now. About 15.5 minutes left here in the first half plus stoppage time. The Jags sending a long cross down to that far side. Goes out of bounds. Now Flint City will have to throw it deep in their own territory. There's a ball sent into the box, punched over. Crossbar, Liska Rankin getting her first start for Flint City here tonight in goal. Rankin plays for the Michigan Hawks ECNL team. She's a Romeo High School student. Punches aside, but the Jaguars buzzing here with the first corner kick of the game for either team sent into the box. Flint City able to clear. Now Flint City looking to counter. There's a long ball down the middle, brought out to the outside by Dina Peters, number 10. Dancing with the ball just outside the box, trying to find a little bit of space. Jaguars able to stymie Peters. That ball bounces off of Peters and out of play. So goal kick coming up here for the Michigan Jaguars. We're now in the 31st minute. 1-0 in favor of the Jaguars. Mia Lanning, number 41, put one home off an alley walled pass back in the 14th minute. The only marker up on that scoreboard. Now we crossed into the 32nd minute. Michigan Jaguars put that lead. Now Flint City looking to counter. As that ball sent a little bit too long, a little bit too much pace, out of bounds. And goal kick coming up for the Michigan Jaguars. We're now in the 32nd minute. 13.5 minutes plus stoppage time is left. As Flint City makes a trio of subs. Number 11, Grace Cameron. Number 18, Natalie Vance. Number 20, Sarah Langley, now in the game for Flint City. Now the Jaguars looking to build it off their back line.
Leading the pitch, number 3, Maya Carter. Number 5.
Both teams have done a good job of switching fields in this match, getting a lot of players' touches, using the whole field, using their back line and midfielders and forwards,
Number 11, Grace Cameron.
being patient.
Number 20, Sarah Langley. And number 18, Natalie Vance.
Now Flint City sent it long on the near side, out of bounds. Number 7 wears give chase. No number 7 on the Flint City roster here today. Now Canada has the ball down the middle of the park. She's looking for a teammate. Sent over to that near side. Slotted through traffic. Ball bounced around inside the box. Jags unable to clear. Finally, Jaguars are able to get it about 20 yards outside the box. 34th minute now. 11 minutes left in the first half. Michigan Jaguars up 1-0, as they say on the other side of the big pond. Flint City on the attack, trying to find a way to get an equalizer here in the final minutes of the first half. Just 2 shot attempts for Flint City, both not on frame. This ball sent over to Canada outside the box. Now she's knocked down. Ball kind of stuck between her legs. And then the Jaguars able to clear that. Now the Michigan Jaguars looking to counter. 44, Amelia Villarreal. University of Texas standout. Villarreal is part of that class of 2024. She was a top 10 recruit in that graduating class nationally. An absolute spark club, but Flint City knocks the ball long on that far side. Kept in the field of play, now knocked out of bounds. So Flint City AFC knocks it long, try to get a little possession ball going into the box. Another pass just sent out of bounds with a little too much pace. We're now in the 35th minute.
Michigan Jaguar substitution.
About 10 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the first half.
Entering game, number 59, Claire Casey.
Number 59, Claire Casey, now in the game for the Michigan Jaguars. Casey from Williamston, Michigan. She plays her college ball at Georgia Southern University. Jags looking to clear ball out of bounds. Now a 36 minute. As Wald sends it back into the play. Now Flint City will get the throw in. Send it over towards the box. Flint City trying to find a way to get back on the scoreboard, down 1-0. Grace Cameron, a four-time All-State first-team player for Flint Powers Catholic. She graduated a year ago before heading over to Central Michigan University of the Mid-American Conference. Yeah, it's bad. Tell him. Now the Jaguars looking at the ball on the near side, slotted. There's a shot on target, saved by Rankin. So on a quick counterattack, Jaguars get a breakaway. Take a look at that replay here in just a few seconds. A long ball sent through defenders.
On the far side.
Number 2, Annie Jones, who just subbed into the game. She just finished her sophomore year at Rochester High School. Played half of her sophomore season with her high school varsity team. It got called back to duty with her Nationals club team at the ECNL level for a couple tournaments, so she did not finish her high school campaign. She is one of the best players in Michigan in that class of 2027 at the high school level. 38th minute now. Flint AFC sending it long, giving chase number 17, Laura Mullen. Hudsonville high school senior to be chases it down. Jags able to clear.
Patriot Ambulance is proud to support Flint City.
Now
AFC
Flint City gets the throw down that far side. Trying desperately to get back into this game, down in a 1-0 hole here late in the first half. 39th minute. That's Reese Canada. Shot from distance. Turned aside by DeLongchamp. Ball sent back into the box, out of play.
Corner kick, Flint City.
DeLongchamp, the Pinckney High School graduate, just 1 year in the college, makes full lateral save. First shot on target for Flint City.
Takes it in, and that goes out of bounds.
Now Flint City will get the corner kick. You saw that replay. DeLongchamp knocked it aside. There was a cross sent back into the box as there's a corner kick through and above traffic. No one gets any part of their body on that corner kick as it goes out of bounds for a goal kick.
Corner kick.
Or did it? Looks like Flint City is now going to get a second corner kick. They may have skipped off the top of the head. The Michigan Jaguars defender. As players from each team get tangled up, throw in for Flint City AFC. Ellie Phillips puts it back in the play, out of bounds once again. We're now in the 40th minute, so 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Michigan Jaguars trying to protect that 1-0 advantage, but Flint City putting a ton of pressure along that Jags back line. Sent into the goal crease by Canada. Long. Sent back in the middle to Phillips. She tries a shot from distance. The ball comes back out, another shot. And DeLongchamp there to scoop up the save. That ball kind of squirted off a Jags defender over to DeLongchamp. He punts the ball out towards midfield. 41st minute now, just under 5 minutes left in the first half. Michigan Jaguars went up 1-0 back in the 14th. Now Flint City using their possession game, try to build off that back line. Ball sent long out of bounds on that near side. Jaguars earned yet another throw in. This ball is about 30 yards out in front of the goal on the near side. Wold sends it back into the field of play, intercepted by Peters. Reese Canada sends it down the near side to number 7. Slide it back through traffic. Jags defender there to clear. Now the Jags will have the ball on the near side. Both teams all kind of going back and forth here in the last minute. 42nd minute now, just crossed over here on the National Soccer Network. NSN Game Rewind brings the past to life with full commentary and dynamic graphics. Live your favorite games with a professional broadcast experience where the past lives in the future. Scan the QR code or call 586-304-4405 to start watching today. 42nd minute coming up. It's a foul against the Michigan Jaguars, their 4th foul of the game, but this sets Flint City AFC with a free kick. Here on the near side, this is about 27, 28 yards from framework. Peter sends it into the box. Ball bounces around. Never feared. DeLongchamp is there to scoop up that loose ball for the Michigan Jaguars. We're up 1-0 here late in the first half. 2.5 minutes plus stoppage time is all that's left here in the first half as DeLongchamp punts it well over midfield. The Jags have numbers. Ball slotted through traffic. There's a shot.
Offside, Jaguars.
I believe the offside flag did go up. Jags player about a stride offsides on that long through ball. Flint City AFC trying to work it on that far side, down 1-0. Just about 2 minutes left here in the first half. We just crossed over in the 44th. Flint City AFC knocks it over near midfield. That's Canada trying to find a teammate down the near side. Sent long, out of bounds. So this should be a corner kick number 3 coming up for Flint City. It's Reese Canada, number 14, getting ready to take the corner kick from the northwest corner of Atwood Stadium. Down to about 1.5 minutes plus stoppage time here. Tried to get an equalizer. Canada sends it into the box. There's the header, bouncing through traffic, out of bounds. And yet another goal kick coming up for the Michigan Jaguars. We just crossed into the 45th minute. 1 minute plus stoppage time here at the end of the first half. Can the Michigan Jaguars hold on? Can the Flint City AFC find a way to get a game-timing goal here before the half? It's Peyton DeLongchamp, the goalkeeper. The Jags taking all the time that she needs before setting this goal kick back into the field of play. She sends it long down to the center of the park. All bouncing around both ways. Now the Jags are looking to counter. There's a long through ball. Amelia Villareed, she tried to get that ball on the move, turned over. Now the Jags starting to put a little bit of pressure on Flint City AFC. Intercepted by Flint on that near side. We're now officially in stoppage time. So there's a collision just about 5 yards over midfield. This one will go against the Michigan Jaguars. 5th foul of the match for the Jags. Flint City puts it back in. We are about 30 seconds into stoppage time. Ellie Phillips looking for a teammate. Sent over to the far side. Shoemaker, number 2, sends it long. But a teammate on that far side in an offside position. Second time that Flint City has been whistled for a player in an offside position. The Jags trying to kill off some more clock here. Up 1-0. Courtesy of a 14th minute goal by Mia Lanny. Loyola University product. Both teams kind of trading off possession. Pair of turnovers both ways. Intercepted once again by Flint City. We're now in the 2nd minute of stoppage time. Jags send it back to DeLongchamp, who puts it right back down the middle of the park. Wold tries to send a long clear off a Flint player. Throw in. 45+2, about just under 3 minutes into stoppage time here at the end of the first half of this United Women's Soccer Great Lakes Conference matchup. A pair of unbeatens, Flint City AFC, Michigan Jaguars. An all-star cast for both teams battling out here at Atwood Stadium. Now the Jaguars starting to put a little more pressure on the Flint City back line. All sent over to that far side. Flint trying to clear. 2.5 minutes into stoppage time. As the ball rolls out of bounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, your score at halftime. Flint City 0, Michigan.
But that should do it for half number 1 here at Atwood Stadium. United Women's Soccer Great Lakes Conference showdown. Michigan Jags up 1-0 over homestanding Flint City AFC. We'll go into the break. We'll be back for half number 2 here on the National Soccer Network. You're watching United Women's Soccer on NSN.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26 and 27, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26 and 27, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us. Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
And welcome back to the National Soccer Network here at Atwood Stadium. Historic Atwood Stadium, just northwest of downtown Flint, Michigan. Exciting first 45 minutes of play with the Michigan Jaguars earning a 1-0 lead here at the break over homestanding Flint City AFC. You're watching United Women's Soccer Great Lakes Conference Women's Soccer. Let's take a look at that first half goal that came back in the 14th minute. Ball set long by number 47, Allie Wool. Giving chase was number 41, Mia Lanny, from about 28 yards out. She sends it into the back of the net. That was the game's only goal at this point. We were just minutes away from the start of half number 2. Both teams had 6 total shots in that first half. The Michigan Jaguars holding a 4-2 advantage with shots on frame. Flint City AFC held a 3-1 edge on corner kicks over the first 45 minutes of play. Dan Stickrad with the National Soccer Network welcoming you back for half number 2, which is now underway. Flint City AFC, Michigan Jaguars. We'll see if either team made any adjustments in their alignments here in this second half. Flint City down 1-0. They are already on a counter ball, slotted through traffic. Shot. Peyton DeLongchamp there to make the stop. Flint City just outside the box on that far side, looking for a little bit of space. Knocking it back out. Now Flint City will play it all on their back line, sending it long down that near side. Number 5, Rachel Jackson's giving chase. Jackson sent it into the goal crease. The Jaguars able to clear it. Only to see Flint City scoop it back up inside the mid-box. That's Reese Canada pushing the ball across the goal crease. No teammate is there making a run. As there's a shot from the top of the 18. Sent wide of frame. Whatever Flint City ASC head coach Michelle Krishnik said to her troops here at halftime, it was well received. Flint City down 1-0. They've come out buzzing here to start the second half. Score bug. The time.
Rosters with numbers, unfortunately.
That's Canada sending it long on that near side. It's number 10, Alina Chinyazda. She was listed as number 8 on the original roster jersey chains. We're announcing that was Dina Peters in the first half, where it is Chinyazda. So the Michigan Jaguars became the first team here in 2025 to score a goal on Flint City AFC back in the 14th minute. And that was the game's only goal thus far, as we're now in the 49th minute, just about 3.5 minutes into the second half. Flint City working on that near side, trying to get the ball into the box. Sent long. The Longchamp corrals the loose ball, deflects downward into the box.
Corner kick.
And a Flint City player, I couldn't tell what number that was, kind of in a goal mouth scrum, attempts a second shot off of DeLongchamp's hands.
Capitalize here, quick throw in.
A corner kick. Might have been Reese Canada there in the box, but nevertheless, Flint City trying to get that equalizer. The corner kick goes out of bounds, so missed opportunity there, but Flint City, 3 shots already here in the first 4.5 minutes of the second half. They've had 2 shots on frame and 1 corner kick. Michigan Jaguars on their heels this entire second half. We're now in the 50th minute. Jags finally get it over midfield. Looking the counter. Jags settling the ball down, getting their midfielders in the defense. Touches now sent over to the near side. It's Mia Lanning, number 41, the goal scorer there. Knocking the ball off a Flint player out of bounds. A throw in. Just inside midfield for the Michigan Jaguars. Up 1-0. We're now in the 51st minute. So a little less than 40 minutes left here in this game. It is tied at the end of the second half. There will be no overtime. This is just a conference game. Great Lakes Conference of the United Women's Soccer. Jags put it back in the throw and deep in Flint territory, trying to send the ball into the box. And that cross kind of tails over the crossbar.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the
here in the 52nd minute. Dan Stickrad for the National Soccer Network. Glad you're along for tonight's showdown. A pair of heavyweights, a pair of undefeated teams here in the Great Lakes Conference. Flint City AFC is finally able to get the ball out of their box, sent long down that far right side. Intercepted by the Jaguars. They look to play it back towards midfield. Jags able to probably clear that ball, sent long down that far side. Intercepted once again by Flint City.
Opportunity, good shot, but
So they knocked the ball
the result they were looking for.
well away from their box. Now Flint City looking the counter, getting the ball over midfield, sent long down that far side. Forcing DeLongchamp to come well outside of her box to clear that ball. But Flint City much more energetic,
Drive from the other side.
playing with a sense of urgency down 1-0 here in the second half.
Flint City would like to thank Big B.
Over the first 35 minutes or so of the first half, Flint City only had 2 shot attempts. They had nothing on target. But they picked it up in the last 10 to 12 minutes of the first half, unable to get an equalizer. They're still trying to do so here in half number 2. They advertise with NSN to reach a wide variety audience through live soccer broadcasts. We offer customized ad packages including 30 and 60-second commercials placed across our soccer streams. Boost your brand's visibility and engage with fans in real time. Scan that QR code on your screen or call 586-304-4405. As that long cross went out of play. The goal kick coming up for the Michigan Jags. As Longchamp opts to play it short. The Jaguars will build it off their back line. 54th minute now. Plenty of time for either team to get a goal here in the second half. The Jaguars up 1-0. Pair of undefeated teams here. Kind of an unofficial game of the week for the United Women's Soccer. An absolute bevy of NCAA Division I and Division II talent on these rosters here tonight for both teams. As the Jaguars intercept now, once again, they're looking to build the ball in the back, but Flint City playing a lot of high pressure, forcing turnovers here. They just did so again here on that near side. So Maya Carter there picks up that loose ball. Now Flint City AFC playing it down that near side. A little bit too much pace on that pass out of bounds. This should be a goal kick coming up for the Michigan Jaguars here in the 55th minute. No goals here in the second half. That first goal, only goal, came in the 14th minute for the Michigan Jaguars. Mia Laney scooped up a long pass from Allie Wold and tucked it home for the game's only goal. As we just crossed into the 56th minute. Michigan Jaguars having a hard time getting the ball out of their half of the field as Flint City intercepts. Now they're working the ball into that box on the far side. Ball out of bounds. This should be a corner kick coming up. Looks like Reese Canada, number 14, who grew up in the Grand Blanc Fenton area just down the road to the southwest. Stand out with the Michigan Hawks on the youth circuit. She stands in that southeastern corner with the corner kick sent into the box. There's a volley shot from number 6, Chloe Trotter. Not a lot of pace on that shot. Jaguars cleared. Now they're looking to counter. Ball over to that far side.
Subscribe to NSN.
Every time here in the second half, the Michigan Jaguars start the possession game.
Stay connected to all the action.
Flint City AFC putting a ton of pressure.
Don't miss out. Join the National Soccer Network community today.
Now in the 57th minute, still 1-0. Here in the second half, Flint AFC 4-0 on total shots, 2-0 with shots on frame. They had a corner kick here just about a minute and a half ago. Now Flint City trying to build the ball out of their back line. So they turn it over on that near side. Shannon Brown, number 23 for the Michigan Jaguars, giving chase. The ball goes off of Brown out of bounds. Brown, who is from Sylvania, Ohio, just northwest of Toledo. She plays down the road at Oakland University, down in Rochester Hills, part of the Horizon League. The Jaguars starting to put a little pressure on Flint City. Now the ball sent into the middle of the park near the top of the box, cleared by Flint. Now Flint has a 3-on-3. Ball into the top of the box, slotted across traffic. Zylina Chinjata tried running onto that cross, just ran out of real estate. Goal kick coming up for the Michigan Jaguars. We're now in the 58th minute. So 32 and a half minutes left here in the first half. Can the Michigan Jaguars hold on?
The public tap room is open 6 days a week and offers a first-hand look.
It sent Flint City to their first loss. Can Flint City find a way back into this game, get an equalizer? They're putting a lot of pressure on the Jags in the second half. Unsuccessful so far. With a much better effort here in the second half. Now the Flint City knocking a ball, then the ball on that near side. Chinjata giving chase. It gets into that corner of the box. There's a long bending shot. Curled out of play. That went off a Jaguars defender, so this should be a corner kick coming up for Flint City AFC. Reese Canada jogging over, getting ready to take her team's second corner kick of the second half and 5th overall. Let's take a look at that quick replay. I will hold off as we take this corner kick. Canada sends it in. There's a header, kind of flicked wide left of goal, so another missed opportunity for Flint City AFC in the 59th. We're just ready to cross into the 60th minute. And we have done so here in the second half. 30 minutes left, 31 minutes left here in the second half. Flint AFC, again, putting a lot of high pressure every time the Jaguars have the ball anywhere on the field. The Jaguars just earn a throw-in on a counterattack. This is deep inside Flint City AFC territory, about 25 yards out. Canada intercepts. She opts to send a long cross to the far side. Great job switching fields. Now Flint City AFC on the move once again. 3 attackers on that rush for Flint City. They've earned the throw, and this is about 18 yards out on that far side. Ball bounces off. Now Flint has the ball inside the box. Looks like they've earned yet another corner kick, and they have. So 3 corner kicks in that first half.
Flint City would like to thank Dr. Mark Knight and Knight Dental Care for being the official dental.
Or actually, they reversed that. It looks like it was a goal kick coming up for
Quality Dental Care. Make your next appointment with Knight.
the Jaguars, or maybe even a offside. Flint City picking off that free kick. Sent over to the near side. Yazda had no chance as that ball goes out of bounds. This time it will be a goal kick here in the 62nd minute. So a little bit less than 29 minutes plus whatever stoppage time is added onto the clock after we reach the 90th. 1-0 in favor of the Michigan Jaguars, the only team to score on Flint City AFC this season. That goal came back in the 14th minute. Both teams have had several quality chances here in this game. Flint City still looking to find that glorious minute to get an equalizer. The Jaguars would love nothing more than to sneak in an insurance tally here in the second half. There's a long cross bending into the far post. An absolute cannon from 30 yards out. And I had just mentioned that the Michigan Jaguars would love nothing more to get a second goal. And what looked like a cross on that left side snuck into the far post here in the 62nd minute. Let's take a look at that replay.
Detroit City, the throw-in coming up.
An absolute blast puts Michigan Jaguars up 2-0. That was Amalia Villarreal, the University of Texas sophomore to be
Michigan Jaguars
from Lansing, Michigan. That was an absolute rifle of a shot. Villarreal found a little bit of space. She kind of turned. He looked like it was a cross originally, but it wasn't. That ball went in the upper 90 near that right post. The Michigan Jaguars up 2-0 here in the second half. We're in the 64th minute. That was the Jaguars' first shot of the second half, 7th overall in this game.
Michigan Jag substitution.
They've put 5 on frame for a 2-0 advantage here. So Flint City AFC trying to find a way back into this game down 2-0. You can't score them both at once. You have to put one in the back of the net to pull one back to get back into this game. There's a cross into the box. It's Canada finding a little bit of space. Her shot is just wide right of target. So sixth shot attempt of the second half for Flint City AFC is wide of target. Flint has been far more aggressive here in the second half, with a 6-1 shots advantage, owing to see the Jags score on a counter from 28 yards out. So we're now in the 65th minute, just over 25 minutes left here in the second half on the National Soccer Network. It's the Michigan Jaguars looking to remain undefeated on the 2025 campaign. They're looking to hand Flint City their first loss. Up 2-0 here in the second half. Subscribe to NSN on YouTube for exclusive soccer content, live streams, highlights, and more. Stay connected to all the action by hitting that subscribe button. Don't miss out. Join the NSN community today. And you are watching the National Soccer Network, over 60 games across this country here tonight in that amateur pre-professional space in men's and women's soccer. United Women's Soccer here tonight. USL League 2, USLW, Midwest Premier League, UPSL, League for Clubs, Women's Premier Soccer League, and more. Games in close to 40 states here tonight on the National Soccer Network. Dan Stickrad, glad to be a call of this exciting showdown of unbeatens here in the United Women's Soccer Great Lakes Conference. Atwood Stadium in Flint, Michigan is the site. So we're now in the 66th minute. Michigan Jaguars scoring a goal in the 14th, adding one in the 62nd. They're up 2-0 here, working that ball along that far side. A Jags player tripped up. So this should be a free kick coming up for the Michigan Jaguars along that far left flank. Some 30 yards out. Jags look for the short free kick in the ball. Now the ball into the box. That shot is wide of target. Alyssa Rankin kind of moved over towards that right post with the ball out of play. So the Jags' second shot of the second half, wide of target. But Jaguars still up 2-0 at this point. 67th minute now. Here on the National Soccer Network. Canada for Flint AFC. Sliding that ball along down that near side. Chinyazda giving chase as she's looking to beat her defender. Sent in towards the box, scooped up by Charlotte McCurdy. Sent back into the box. That looked like it went off a Michigan Jaguar defender, so another corner kick coming up for Flint City AFC, down 2-0. But this is her 7th corner kick overall in this game, 4th of the second half. Michigan Jaguars down about 22 and a half minutes plus stoppage time here as Canada sends it high through the box. Cleared to the top of the box by the Jags, sent back in, shot deflected. Flint City kind of works it out on that far side towards that corner flag. Throw in deep in Michigan Jaguars territory coming up for Flint City. Sent into the box. Jaguars intercept. They've been able to clear out towards midfield. Now Flint City gets the ball back. They have to send it back through. That Shinyazda in traffic. Just can't get enough of her left foot on that. So the ball kind of deflects off of her and rolls over to Peyton DeLongchamp, the goalkeeper for the Michigan Jaguars. Jaguars entered tonight's game with a 5-2 scoring edge. They've added a pair here tonight. Flint City AFC, 10-0 scoring edge going into tonight. They've conceded their first 2 goals of the season. That's where we are up in that scoreboard where it matters most. Can Flint City find enough fuel in the tank to get back into this game? Michigan Jaguars hold on. Can the Jags even add a third insurance tally here in the second half as we're now in the 69th, getting ready to cross into the 70th minute? And we've done so. So 21 minutes left here in the second half plus stoppage time on the National Soccer Network. Dan Stickrite, glad you're spending our Saturday evening with us. This United Women's Soccer showdown. 2 very talented, very deep teams battling it out here, undefeated at Atwood Stadium. Flint City trying to get the ball out of their half of the field on the near side. That's Reese Canada moving the ball towards the center of the park. She sends it long. Chinyaza giving chase, but she's knocked down by Kyra Carfanta, the defender for the Michigan Jaguars. She's from South Lyon, Michigan, plays her college ball over at the University of Dayton. Getting the foul for the Jags. But this sets the table for Flint City AFC about 35 yards out on the near side of the free kick.
77th minute, Detroit Metro on the board.
Rachel Jackson, the Central Michigan University defender, jogs over. She'll take this set piece. 71st minute now, just under 20 minutes left here in the second half. Jackson, left footer, sends it to the far side of the box. Jags headed out of the box, keeping the ball in the play. Intercepted by Flint City, but ran out of real estate on that far side throw in coming up for the Michigan Jaguars. 19 and a half minutes left here in the first half on the National Soccer Network. A first half goal, a second half goal has given the Michigan Jaguars an all-important 2-0 advantage here. The Jags scoring on their very first shot of the second half to go up 2-0 after they led 1-0 at the break. Now Canada on that near corner of the box trying to find a little bit of space. Her cross is blocked out of play. Should be a throw-in coming up for Flint City AFC, not too far from that corner flag on the near side. Jackson jogs over. She'll take the throw-in here after some substitutions for both teams. 71-30 up on the scoreboard. 18 and a half minutes left here in the second half.
Flint City substitution.
Flint City's Ellie Phillips try to caroom that throw, and she knocks it out of play. So throw in deep in their own territory coming up for the Michigan Jags, protecting that 2-0 advantage here in the second half.
Number 4, L. Phillips.
Mary Grimes sends it back in for the Jags. They're trying to clear it out of their third of the field. Grimes, Eastern Michigan University defender, sends it back in on the throw. It intercepted by Flint City. That's Canada. She's knocked down. The referee says play on. So Jags cleared out towards midfield. 73rd minute now on the National Soccer Network. Flint City working the ball on that near side. Trying desperately to get a goal. Pull one back. As Canada finds a little bit of space near the top of the box. Trying to take on 3 defenders. She opts to send it down on that far side. The ball goes out of play for another goal kick coming up for the Michigan Jaguars. 73rd minute now. 17 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second half.
The delicious way. A local staple since 1972. Big John Steak and
DeLongchamp takes the short goal kick. Jags cleared out towards midfield. Phillips trying to find some space down the middle. She turns it over. Flint City giving chase to that loose ball. Now they've earned a free kick about 45 yards out here in the 74th. Flint City puts it back into play. Sent along that near side. Way too much pace on that cross. The ball sails harmlessly out of play. Another throw-in coming up for the Michigan Jaguars. Jags protecting that 2-0 advantage here in the second half. We're now in the 74th minute, not too far from the 75th. So this should be a free kick coming up for Flint City. A player was shoved from behind. As Canada gets ready to take this set piece about 25 yards out, she'll send it into the box. High through traffic. Jags able to knock it out of the box. Flint City gets it back. They're putting a lot of high pressure down 2-0. Flint City's had a lot of the play here in the second half. Only giving up 2 total shots, 1 on frame. That resulted in the second goal by the Michigan Jaguars. Flint City knocking it back towards midfield to rebuild once again. Now it's on the near side, back to Canada. She'll send it into the top of the box. Ball bouncing around like a ping pong ball. Jags finally able to clear. Now they bring it up towards the center of the park near midfield. Canada runs all the way back to intercept that pass. She slots it through traffic on that far side. I believe there was an offside whistle on that play.
At Greater Michigan Orthopedics, you will receive award.
Reese Canada for Flint City AFC, as she has been all over the field here this evening at Atwood Stadium, trying to get her side back into this match. We're now in the 76th minute. So 14 minutes, 40 seconds left here in the second half. Michigan Jaguars still protecting that 2-0 advantage. Canada sends it long down that far side. Couple players from each team get tangled up. Ball does go out of play. That will be a free kick coming up for the Michigan Jaguars, who earn the foul. So 77th minute now. Atwood Stadium is the place. You're watching United Women's Soccer on the National Soccer Network. Michigan Jaguars sending it out towards midfield. Flint City gets it back. Now they are trying to get something going on the attack. That's Ellie Phillips in the box. Shot on frame. Kicked aside by Peyton DeLongchamp. DeLongchamp has 5 saves today, but she's been very active in that box, patrolling with authority. She's made 5 saves, but she has collected several crosses, punched balls away from the doorstep.
20, Sarah Langley, and 16, Charlotte.
Does DeLongchamp and her defense have enough to defend this clean sheet at this point? They're up 2-0. Been outshot 8-2 here in the second half, but where it matters most, they are protecting a 2-0 advantage up on that scoreboard as we just crossed into the 78th minute. So a little bit less than 13 minutes left here in the second half plus stoppage time. Jags trying to get it out of their half of the field, send it out towards midfield. Natalie Costas turns it over. Now Flint City intercepts. Ball bouncing around near midfield. Flint City down to about 12 and a half minutes here. Down 2-0. They've turned it over again. Ball set out towards midfield. Flint City will regroup. Keep playing it on that far side. Now the ball sent long towards the top of the box. Canada left open. Great shot. Diving save by Peyton DeLongchamp. That shot was destined for that left post. DeLongchamp, University of Findlay sophomore to be, full lateral on that stop. She has been an energetic boost to that back line tonight for the Michigan Jaguars. Flint AFC on the move once again off the turnover. Sent into the box. The Jags opt to send it out of play. This should be a throw-in coming up for Flint City AFC here in the 79th minute. That's Rachel Jackson kind of just walking over to pick up the ball. You're down 2-0 with the pair of unbeatens, and you're down to a little bit more than 12 minutes left. Flint City needs to keep up their sense of urgency as Jackson puts it back in the field of play. Over to Canada, was inside the top of the box. Canada slots it over.
4405 to schedule your broadcast today.
Chinyazda was in the vicinity, just not enough space to try to track down that cross. Jaguars send it back in off the goal kick. Now in the 80th minute. 11 minutes, 40 seconds left here, plus stoppage time. You're watching United Women's Soccer on the National Soccer Network. Flint City again working the ball along that far side, just outside the box, turned over. And Jags finally able to clear. Now they get the ball back at near midfield on their counterattack. That's Jackson there to make the tackle. She gets the ball back for Flint City. Flint City down 2-0. They look to play to that near side with that ball well off target. Throw in coming up for the Jaguars. We now crossed into the 81st minute. Book your next game with NSN for professional live streaming and full broadcast services. Let us bring your event to life with high quality production and coverage. Scan the QR code or call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast today. Dan Stickrad for the call here tonight. We are now in the 81st minute on the National Soccer Network. Michigan Jaguars, a first half goal, added a second half goal, up 2-0 here late in the second half. Flint City has had much to play here in the second half. Just unable to finish here tonight. Down to about 9 minutes plus stoppage time to not just get one but two back and try to equalize this game. We're now in the 82nd minute, just crossed over. Jaguars having difficulty clearing the ball out of their half of the field. There's a tackle, kind of a collision. And that should be a free kick coming up for Flint City, about 40 yards out. So number 2, Brooklyn Shoemaker. University of Cincinnati commit will take the set piece. She'll look at to send it over to that far side. Now sent back to the top of the box. Yazda finding a little space. She'll put one wide of target, but that looked like it deflected off a Jaguars defender, and it did. So corner kick number 8 coming up for Flint City Here in the 82nd minute, Canada over there in that southeast corner. She gets ready to put it back into play off the corner kick now, the 83rd minute. Canada sends it high. Ball bouncing around in the box. Phillips gets the ball. She collects it. Shot deflected. Jaguars able to steal the ball away just outside the box on the near side. Jaguars up 2-0, 83rd minute. 7.5 minutes left here in the second half.
Whether a business or personal account,
The Michigan Jaguars back line has been sterling in this game. Peyton DeLongchamp, the goalkeeper, has been brilliant. Flint City has definitely increased their intensity. They have been playing high-pressure soccer. Here in the second half, just unable to find the back of the net. Now the Jaguars are looking to counter just inside midfield on that near side. There's a long cross sent above the back line to the far side of the box. Flint City able to collect that ball on the steal, get it out towards midfield. Now they've turned it over themselves. 84th minute now. Michigan Jaguars settling the ball down, looking to counter. Now they switch it to the near side. Amalia Villarreal, number 44, scored that goal here back in the 62nd to put her side up 2-0. Intercepted that pass, sends it back. Now Flint City on the move now at the 83:45 mark. So 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second half.
Warriors Advanced Physical Therapy Center are experts in getting you back in the game. Don't risk your quality of life. Choose Advanced Physical Therapy Center, the official return-to-play partner of Flint City.
Jaguars send it back into play. On the throw, and Flint City intercepts. Yazda with the steal. Now she's looking for a teammate on that far side. Sent above traffic. Just a bit too much pace on that through ball. So now in the 85th minute. 5.5 minutes left. Goal kick coming up for the Michigan Jaguars. Historic Atwood Stadium. Flint, Michigan. The National Soccer Network. 2 unbeaten teams here in the United Women's Soccer Great Lakes Conference. Been an incredible battle thus far with the Michigan Jaguars. Been a little bit better here on the scoreboard tonight. 2-0 late in the second half. We cross into the 86th minute now. Down to the final 5 minutes plus stoppage time here at the end of the second half. Jaguars trying to get the ball out of the final third of the field. Flint City intercepts that clear. As Grace Cameron sends it back. Now Flint City looking to work the ball on that near side. It's Cameron over to Canada. Now Shoemaker sends it in to Canada, who slots it back on that far side. There's a cross to Longchamp. Gets a hand on that cross. Defender able to clear it. Now Shoemaker again sends it to the top of the box. Tim Yazda on that far side. Sprinting over towards that ball. Flint City running out of time. We just crossed into the 87th minute, so a little bit less than 4 minutes. Plus stoppage time here in the second half. Flint City looks from open space near midfield. They're on the move once again as the Jaguars have sent 8-9 defenders back to try to protect that 2-0 advantage, but Flint City has the free kick.
Leaving the pitch, 13, Amber.
About 5 yards inside midfield. They're down to 3.5 minutes plus stoppage time. Michigan Jaguars up 2-0. 14th minute goal, 62nd minute goal.
Jag substitution.
Can the Jags hold on here and hand Flint City AC their first loss of the season? Canada sends it back across the middle. Ball sent back, and then there's a long cross here to that near side. That's Grace Cameron. Spent her high school days playing on this exact same field for Flint Powers Catholic. Maya Carter sends it long to that far side. 88th minute now. Flint City running out of time. Flint City keeps playing high pressure, throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, at the Michigan Jaguars back line as the ball sent into the box. Headed out of the box. Now Canada gets the ball back. She'll take a shot from distance. Another diving save by Peyton DeLongchamp. Time and time again, the Pinckney High School graduate, the University of Findlay sophomore to be, has been brilliant between the framework tonight for the Michigan Jaguars. As Flint City earns its 9th corner kick of the game. Sent back into the box. There's a header off the crossbar. The rebound cleared off the goal line by a defender. So DeLongchamp gets another save. She's bailed out by a defender on a close range shot. Ball goes out of play. Corner kick number 10 coming up for Flint City AFC. They're down 2-0 here in the 89th minute. Sent back into the box. Ball bouncing around. Jags able to get out of the box. Flint City down to the last minute and a half. Trying not to get one, but 2 goals here late to equalize. Grace Cameron sends it into the box. The Michigan Jags able to intercept that cross, and they clear it out. Shoemaker gets the ball back. Comes Yalda inside the box. From 15 yards out, she shoves that low shot wide of target. Flint City AFC, 14 shot attempts here in the second half, 6 on frame, 7 corner kicks in the second half. And we just crossed into the 90th minute, and the Michigan Jaguars up 2-0. Flint sends it back to Rankin, their goalkeeper. Down to 40 seconds plus stoppage time. Also down 2-0, up on that scoreboard. Michigan Jaguars smell blood. They have held on here in the second half, getting a counterattack goal in the 62nd by Amalia Villarreal. They went up 1-0 at the half in the 14th minute on a goal by Mia Laney. But they withstood the pressure, the wave and wave after wave of the attack of Flint City AFC. There's a foul, and we just crossed into stoppage time. +3 up on the scoreboard. So Michigan Jaguars up 2-0. A little bit less than 3 minutes of stoppage time remaining up on that clock. So Jaguars push that long free kick just outside the box. Flint City intercepts. Now Rankin sends it back down the center of the park. Flint City running out of time to get 2 goals. Over midfield on that far side. Trying to find a little bit of real estate to get the ball in the box. Jags defense holding true to form. Ball sent back out to Canada. She dances around the defender. She'll put a long shot from close to 35 yards out. That goes over the crossbar. So 15 shot of the second half. 21st overall for Flint City. We just crossed into 90+2, so a little bit less than 2 minutes of stoppage time. It's all that's left in this game. The Michigan Jaguars, undefeated on the season, up 2-0 over undefeated Flint City AFC. Here at Atwood Stadium, just about a mile northwest of downtown Flint, Michigan. Jaguars taking plenty of time off that clock as they sent the goal kick out towards midfield. Flint City intercepts once again. 1.5 minutes of stoppage time is left. Cameron sends it over to that near side. Now Shoemaker, she's knocked down to the turf, turned over, play on. Michigan Jaguars have numbers on the counter. There's a shot towards that far post. Rankin has to jump high to corral that shot. She makes her 4th save of the game. Now we're inside 1 minute of stoppage time. Michigan Jaguars up 2-0 over Flint City AFC. Unless Flint City can miraculously score 2 late goals, Michigan Jaguars will be able to get those all-important 3 points up in the standings. Flint City on the counterattack, sending it long down to 25 seconds. Jaguars get it over midfield. Flint City intercepts, sends it on that far side once again. 21 total shots in this game. Shimyazda trying to find a way to get into the box. That's Canna now. She's inside the box. Her shot is blocked from the corner of the box. Jaguars knock it out. 20 seconds left. That ball goes out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for Flint City, but they are pretty much out of time. Under 20 seconds left here in stoppage time. Jaguars able to clear it. Referee looks at her watch. Flint City sends it toward the box on that far side, and Jaguars able to clear it off a Flint City player, not a bounce. We are now actually into the 4th minute of stoppage time. Flint City with the throw in. This is about 30 yards out. 3.5 minutes into stoppage time. We were told there's 3 minutes. Looks like there's more likely than before. We're down about 30 seconds away from the 5th minute of stoppage time. So long cross into the box. The Longchamp giving chase to that loose ball. She'll track it down. She jogs out towards the top of the box, killing as many seconds off the clock as possible. The Longchamp punts it out towards midfield. Ball lands right at midfield. Flint City intercepts. Now we're in the 5th minute of stoppage time. There's a foul. And then the referee blows her final whistle. This game has come to completion with the Michigan Jaguars knocking Flint City ASC from the ranks of the unbeaten in this United Women's Soccer Great Lakes Conference Showdown. 2 teams enter the game without a loss. 1 walks away undefeated, and that is the Michigan Jaguars. 2-0 victory here tonight at Atwood Stadium near downtown Flint, Michigan. I'd like to thank our camera crew at Atwood Stadium, our production team back at our home studios in Shelby Township, Michigan. Dan Stuckrad, one last time. United Women's Soccer Final. Michigan Jaguars 2, Flint City AFC 0. Thanks for joining us here in your Saturday evening. Have a great Saturday, blessed Sunday, and have a great week, everybody.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today.